Hey everyone, what's going on? Greg here again from Team Blast. So I'm sharing the trend view for my client. They're in New York City. The keyword here is gynecologist. We have a 100% map fill within this exact radius that we're targeting within New York City. We're also talking about the Bronx and Harlem. This is roughly where they get most of their customers from. So it's really important to make sure that we have the best rankings that's going to lead to the most high quality impressions, website clicks, phone calls, and then people even coming into their location as well because it's close enough. So what I'm going to do in this video is share TM Blast as the example of what I do for my account. I also do the same thing for my client account. Maybe you can do the same for your business and you can rank a little bit better. And of course, if you need help too, feel free to reach out. So TM Blast over here, let's start off with the basics. You want to get reviews. Google My Business reviews obviously are the most important reviews to get. But you want to get reviews, and most importantly, you want to be responding to the reviews. I believe that helps with dwell time. So my clients doing the same thing. When they get reviews, they respond to the reviews. I think it builds more trust. I think it has users spend more time on the reviews when they go through this. I think this is a ranking factor for Google. So get reviews any way you can. Maybe have like a QR code at your location, or encourage users to post a photo or sorry, review with photos as well. Dwell time, I think, is a ranking factor. They're doing it, and I think it's really helping our rankings. Next is your primary category. So I'm going to click on Edit Profile just to kind of explain this. So under Business category, you can have a few different listings. So for them, they are a doctor. So I've been working with them now for many months, actually even years. But specifically with the geo part, the Google My Business heat map, we've been really going hard on this now for, I don't know, I would say like the last 6 to 9 months, roughly, like really just doing the scans, everything like that. But play around with the business category. So, I'll give you the example. Let's say you are a moving company. Your primary category is probably mover. But if you're having a hard time ranking for the term mover, look at secondary terms as well, like piano mover, or I think other ones too are like storage, anything else like that. Play around with different secondary categories, maybe even flip one to make that the primary category. See if that can actually help you rank better. So if you're really struggling to rank for the keyword mover and like that's your primary category, maybe play around with secondary categories and make that the primary and kind of see what that does. And of course, as I go over all this, you should be running local Falcon scans as well, and then seeing if the trend is working in your favor. Next, the description is important too. So I think you have up to 750 characters to work with. I think it's important to utilize that space and make it very clear. So if you're a local business, talk about exactly what you offer in the beginning, and then maybe some nearby towns and cities that you service. I think that's important because there's also the service areas down here, and that's another like key part of it. So in your description, some cities and towns, service areas also important as well to list off. Helps build more trust. I think it's a slight ranking factor, but I think it helps more again from the user trust signal. All right, next is your update section here. So for all of my local SEO clients, I'm constantly posting 1 or 2 times a week. My best clients are the ones that provide me the photos of them doing the actual work. So if you're, let's say, like an HVAC company and you're sending photos of like your van or like some like AC project you're working on, I think those authentic photos are so key. My client, the doctor, as I keep mentioning, they're doing that, giving me updates, photos of the inside of their doctors, their practice, like just any updates to really build more authentic trust for users. It's a freshness signal for sure for Google, but I also think it helps with dwell time. People spend more time on it. I think that all kind of plays together. All right. So one thing I also want to call out too is if you look for TM Blast, for example, you'll see the section right here says reviews from the web. It's from TrustIndex. This is a really powerful backlink. So I encourage all of my local SEO clients to get on this website. It doesn't cost too much money. I think it's like $65 a year. Basically, you can bring in reviews from other platforms. So I have from a Google My Business, but I also have TrustIndex as well. It's a high quality directory. I encourage everyone, if you're serious about trying to boost your rankings, maybe get on TrustIndex. I'm going to show you why that's so important. So if you did site:/tmblast.com, notice the micro data over here. These are the reviews being pulled in directly from TrustIndex and Google My Business. So same thing with my client too. We're doing the same strategy, pulling in micro data. It's schema marked up. You can see it's a local business. You can see the reviews. This helps from the website perspective, but I also think it helps with the Google My Business because you're able to see those reviews directly where someone says something about, that they went in for like a gynecologist, like an exam or anything else like that, or they had compassionate, care. That's in their review. It's picked up by Google. I think it helps rank the site a little bit better. Obviously, that's important too. Another thing I always talk about is entities. So, your website and your Google My Business, they're all important too, but especially now in 2025 with AI, results from ChatGPT and Gemini and AI modes and all this stuff, you really need to be building out local directories and listings. This is going to cost money. I get in this conversation all the time with newer clients. My legacy clients and I, we kind of have this trust now where we just kind of just do the work and we just move forward with it. But I always have to show off TM Blast as the example. So you can either use Bing or Google, doesn't matter. Put in tmblast.com in brackets, then minus site tmblast.com. This will show you the other websites that talk about your business, your location. So name, address, phone number has to match across all these platforms. I think that's very important as well. So just like within Bing directory over here, Saratoga, LinkedIn Trust Index, I can do the same search within Google. What does Google know about my business? Trust Index, Saratoga. You guys get the idea. High quality directories. You can also do this too for your competitors as well. So if you're really struggling to rank, do the same command, flip it though for your competitors, see where they're listed. Maybe you want to get there listed as well. And then finally, let's talk about the website. This isn't the biggest, but I will just say that you should be having dedicated landing pages for every service you provide. So for gynecology, we have a dedicated landing page for that. I use ClearScope to write the content. I use SEMrush as well to do some of the keyword research. I use ChatGPT to kind of help build out the outline and just some things that we might not be thinking about from a content perspective. We put it on the page. We have then the schema markup that has the localized information. What I tell all my clients too, I'll scroll down to the bottom. I embed my Google My Business map directly into the footer. I have the reviews from TrustIndex and Google My Business, which is like what my client has as well. So I'm really tying everything in together. So for them, we make updates to their Google My Business profile. We have the local information on third-party sites like entities that again explain our name, address, phone number, and what we do. And then on our website, we of course have the local information plus also the landing pages as well. And really, just in summary, again, SEO does take a lot of time for local results, but it's so valuable if you can get better rankings from a localized standpoint. You're going to get more high quality impressions, more website clicks, more phone calls, more direction requests. Again, and this is just one keyword, but this is so valuable, especially if you're using your phone too. You can just call the business directly. And I haven't even talked about Apple Maps or Bing Maps as well. So I hope that this video was informative. Maybe it sparked some ideas of what you guys can do for your business. Again, if you need any help, feel free to go to my website. I'll go over here again. You can go to TM Blast over here and just fill out the contact form. And I can certainly take a look at whatever's going on for your business and we can sort of go from there. Anyway, thanks for watching this video and stay tuned for the next one.